I'm in a hurry. I really don't know if you can go tonight, but she made me bring her, so shout out to my girl Noelle. This is her first gentleman's ball. And also I want to shout out the nice lady. I forgot my glasses because I was in a rush, so some kind lady in the audience let me borrow her so I could see. Thank you. I promise to return them.
This is big, y'all, because even though tonight we're celebrating each other as Black, gay men and bisexual men, it is also about our allies. It's about the people who do the work in the community and access places that we don't have access to. And so I just want to give it up to Cynthia again because she does the work for our community.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're here to present the Gentleman of Alliance Award to a civil rights icon and U.S. Congressman from Georgia who has led the charge for equality and social justice for over 40 years. Often called one of the most courageous persons the civil rights movement ever produced, Congressman John Lewis. Has dedicated his life to protecting human rights and securing civil liberties.
From the streets of Selma, Alabama, to the U.S. House of Representatives, Congressman Lewis marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., risked his life as a freedom rider, and progressed the ever-changing landscape of the U.S. politics that even a 75-year-old continues to fight for equality.
We are honored to call Congressman Lewis an ally to our community. He is a man of truth, resilience, and deep humility.
It's been said of mentoring that it's about using your experiences to help others avoid the pitfalls that you've encountered along the way. And at the core of that sentiment is why the Gentlemen's Foundation announced last year the launch of Impact 2 program, a mentoring program for leaders, true gentlemen in the community, to mentor young gay men to help lead the way. I answered that call last year, and I can't tell you how rewarding the experience has been for me. Mentoring young LGBT people has always been a part of my adult life. I'm also a proud big to four littles in the Big Brothers program, and so this is just a part of what I do. And adding to my family, I was matched through the Gentlemen's Foundation Impact 2 program with a bright young Morehouse student. His name is Kamal. Kamal couldn't be here tonight because he's running around the city at a Halloween party as a sexy soccer player. Those are his words.
The Gentleman of Excellence Award is awarded for the manifestation of self-confidence through outstanding career achievements. And Lord knows that Patrik-Ian Polk's body of work exudes confidence. A skilled and fearless filmmaker, Patrick's independent films have stirred up conversation and controversy. He became widely known for his groundbreaking logo television series, Noah's Ark, and the list of films that we all know and love: Punks, The Skinny, Noah's Ark Jumping the Broom, and his most recent project, Blackbird, all of which have cemented his place as a gay trailblazer.
I remember in the pre-production stages of Blackbird, Patrick worked endlessly with me to help me get to the point of where I was able to capture the character of Randy. Doing Blackbird was my first film ever, and Patrick actually gave this little boy from Mississippi an opportunity to make his dreams come true. And for that, I am forever thankful and grateful.
I don't have a whole lot to say, but I much prefer to keep it behind the scenes. But I do just want to thank Juan and G and everyone at the Gentlemen's Foundation. It's a great thing when we come together to recognize our own. I think it's important, so I'm glad that you guys have this in Atlanta. You have such a wonderful, thriving Black LGBT community, so it's nice to see you coming together in such great fashion. Julian, thank you. I'm very proud of the work that you're doing.
Last year when I stood here, not only was I deeply, deeply humbled and grateful, I was really nervous, a little bit more nervous than I am right now.
It's one thing to receive and to be on the receiving end of honor. It's another to be able to give honor. And I'm really, really grateful to be here to give honor to someone who has done so much for our community. To not only present this award, but to celebrate this man who has done so much by virtue of his courage, by using his voice, by placing his body in places where so many of us dare not go. The Gentleman of the Year for 2015 is none other than Senator Kelvin Atkinson.
April 22nd, 2013. And I remember some of my colleagues making some comments that I didn't think were too flattering. I had no intention of speaking that night because I was on the committee where the bill was heard. And so I was going to let my other colleagues kind of have their day. But there were some comments that I didn't feel appropriate, and I didn't like the tone of the room. And so I rose, and for those that know me very well, once I do make the decision, I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it. But I chastised my colleagues, and I reminded them that marriage in Nevada, divorce rate was at 51%. And while many would blame other sexes, same-sex marriages weren't legal then. And so we weren't contributing to those drastic numbers. And so I said to them, if you feel that same-sex marriage somehow harms your marriage was probably already in trouble in the first place.
What you doing?